Don't zone out and start looking at the thing.
Welcome to Open Vibes with your host, Denmika Eugene.
Good evening. Good evening. I am here with Willie and Miss Latoya Hordge. Am I pronouncing your names right?
Yes, you're probably
excellent. And tonight we're going to talk about something monumental that they are building together as a family. And you guys are going to love it. You guys need to tune in and be here for it because they're doing something that's great. So let's just jump right into it. So let's describe your brand, a little brief summary about who you two are and what you're building.
Well, my name's Latoya. I am from Brooklyn, born and raised, and then went to school in Buffalo, New York. That's where I met Willie. We then fortunate enough to compete in the sports of track and field. That's where we connected, and then ultimately was able to, for myself, gain the title of 6-time All-American. And Willie has a number of accolades that I'm sure that he'll go through himself.
Come on, Willie, don't be modest.
I'm just gonna be basic. I'm from Houston. I don't know what to say. I'm from Houston. I don't like to talk about myself like that. I let her do all the talking.
All right, go ahead, Latoya. Tell us about Willie. Who is Willie?
So Willie is a nationally accredited athlete. He is very modest about it, but he has competed with the best. His prime time was in the early 2000s. Competed internationally, overseas, Junior World. What's the title? Junior World Championships. Competed with world record relays. So he's definitely has the credentials. He's pretty modest about it, and I don't tell him often because I don't want to gas his head up, but he is actually pretty good.
It's okay.
I love it. You know what? Having humility, that's the best way to be, because that's something great that, you're going to be able to instill in the kids, that you're going to be, imprinting their lives and impacting their lives.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your brand. What are you guys building?
So we're excited about this. It's called Hordge Camp Youth Wellness. Funny because we would always consider our camp of 4, which is myself, Willie, and our 2 kids, London and Jordan, as we would refer to ourselves as the camp. And there were just some life skills that we wanted to instill, things that you would learn in your home economics class, and a lot of things that we're missing as you get older. So certain things like healthy cooking, gardening, physical fitness, strength and conditioning, financial literacy, which I believe is one of the fundamentals that we are probably missing at that age. There's mental health resources, workshops, and referrals. And then we are also giving back to the community. So let's say we are teaching the kids a workout regime, then we are ultimately then going over to a senior citizen home, and whether it's either virtual at this moment, or in person in the future, we then go into implementing that with our seniors in the community. Whether it's a blessing box that we built in the community, or we just continue to keep thriving with our community involvement and life skills. So excited about it.
I'm excited about it as well. And I love the financial literacy part. But we're going to really dig into that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So what inspired you guys to create this camp? What was your inspiration behind it?
I just like seeing people happy, especially kids. Like when me growing up, I've always played outside. Mm-hmm. And my mom, if I come to the house, she'd be like, "You come in this house, you better stay in here." So I always stayed outside and played outside. If I would get thirsty, I go inside the house and drink from the water hose.
Water hose, yes.
But now it's country. But now, like, just kids just stay in the house all the time, just playing video games. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I didn't grow up like that. So that's what made me really want to do it.
Excellent. I know, especially when I grew up as an athlete as well. That was high school many years ago, but it kept me focused on school. It kept me focused on my grades. It kept me, motivated throughout school. So I definitely see where there's a need for the camp. It's definitely a need. And I really commend you on taking that initiative and putting something together for these kids, because it's needed. It's much needed.
Yeah.
So when did you guys know, like, okay, this is what we really want to do with our time and our energy?
The camp has been in the process for a while. We have been behind the scenes working on a few things. And when COVID hit, it turned the world upside down. So it was just time for me to actually implement the skills that we've been working on. And it's been a long time coming. So I think that when COVID hit, it just put a fire under me to say, now is my time. And I've waited a long enough time to finally put the time and the effort into it.
Yeah, before COVID, she was always working and busy. But, ever since COVID took place, she had more time to actually sit down and think about it. So I think that's what did it, COVID.
Excellent. So what's the age range of the children that you're planning on working with?
Yeah, so we moved from the age of 5 all the way up to 14. So it's a big age range, but I think that from the age of 5, we're teaching them simple things to move from healthy choices of eating, and then your 14-year-old that's getting physically fit or understanding something simple as writing a check. So
okay, so how do you get, and this is, I'm kind of throwing this at you a little bit, how do you get the children who have been in the house, probably eating kind of bad, to move from that mindset to let's make a healthy choice, let's make the right choice for you?
Yeah, so it's definitely something that is, it does take some time to learn that process of change. But I think that once you put those little nuggets in their head and make it a part of a lifestyle, for us, our motto is being healthy is a lifestyle, not an obligation. So once they understand that if you make it a part of your lifestyle and you don't have to just diet every time, you just make it a part of your routine and understanding the process, it really gets them going. And if they see their other classmates, their other campers doing it, they tend to follow. And even if it's just for that little while, they may get back on the bike and start pedaling. So
excellent. So this is where the cooking come in. Who's the chef?
You just have to make it fun. That's all. Like just create stuff to make it fun for them to know it's okay to do something different and not continue just to eat bad food.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think I don't like in our communities, like it's like a lot of fast food restaurants, and when you go to the other neighborhoods, communities, is not nothing like that. There's nothing but healthy stuff.
Right.
And that's another thing too that I don't like. But we definitely need to look into that as well.
Definitely. So are you guys seeing a lot of support from the community? Y'all, are you receiving that love and opening and embracing you guys to be that pillar in the community?
Yeah, I think that we have really started a great following on Facebook and Instagram. Even in our own community, the Blessing Box has been a great asset. And even if it was something that was so small that turned into something bigger, even during, us being in Texas, we just had one of our record-breaking storms, and that Blessing Box was something so simple, but it became a need that people within the small community was able to go to and grab something simple as pasta or rice in that Blessing Box. So I think the need is definitely there, and our community members are definitely hopping on to and catching on to the trends.
Excellent. So tell us about the Blessing Box. What is that and how did that come about?
The Blessing Box was something that we worked with other community members in our own neighborhood. It was built by neighbors. They put their blood, sweat, and tears in it. And it came from just wanting something as simple. We went through an entire pandemic where that food insecurity, whether it's something so simple as a child coming home from school, that the blessing box is strategically placed right by the playground, right by the pool and the amenity center. So whether they're just coming home from school and they want to grab, some cereal, something simple as that, it's right there in the neighborhood so they can grab it. So I think that food insecurity is a big deal. And whether it's not necessarily targeting healthy foods in there, it's more so of, if you go to the supermarket and you could pick up an extra can of corn, you just drop it in there. And the next time you bless someone and they bless you.
Oh, wow. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting teary eyed about the blessing box. That's a beautiful thing. Like, that's major, because I know, sometimes kids don't, if you have latchkey kids or you have kids who cook, and, just to be able to grab something and knowing that your community is giving it to you and is there for your, out of love and support.
Yeah. We were just at the playground just 2 days ago, and the kids were at the playground, and probably it's not that they were hungry. They just probably wanted to not go back all the way to their house, but he grabbed a box of Cheez-Its and he was sitting at the playground eating it. So
wow.
It's being put to use. So we're excited about it.
I absolutely love it. I love it. Okay. So during the camp, how long the camp runs during the breaks?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have like a waiting list for the camp or for people to sign up? How is that going?
Yes. So our website is hordgecamp.org.
Okay.
It will tackle all registration. And we are looking forward to our upcoming spring break camp. So it is no wait line right now. So we're still accepting registrants. Okay.
So is there a fee involved or no?
There is.
Okay.
There is. The camp is at a little over $200 for the camp, and it runs all day. So it is from 7:30 all the way to 5:30. So we're targeting the kids that would be in school. They would have that same time frame. And of course, if parents pick them up early, that's fine. But that doesn't include any additional fees. So when we go on field trips or we go visit a farm, there's no additional fee to the parents. So it's all inclusive.
Okay. I absolutely love it. It's definitely worth it because, when parents have to work and the kids go, you don't have to send them somewhere anyhow. Right. So it's worth the investment into the kids.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Daycare is very expensive.
Yes. It really is. It really is. And that, and they're learning skills during that week. So you have an agenda during the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that agenda will tackle, I was just actually working on the spring break agenda. So we have a pretty large supermarket chain in Texas, and it's called HEB. Yeah. And they work with, I'm working with them for our campers to visit the HEB, but then also look at it from a different perspective. We're going to tour the produce aisle and understand a little bit more about that. We're then tackling some physical fitness and strength and conditioning. So our house is full with lots of equipment in our garage. So we're gearing up for that.
Excellent. Are any of the any of the stores that have the exercise equipment, are they jumping on board in the help or?
I'm ready and willing for those calls. So if they come knocking, I'm ready to talk.
Excellent. I love it. I'm hoping that they really do.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys and this is really surrounding your gifts, the gift that you guys possess, you're athletes, world-class athletes, clearly. Who needs those gifts that you bring, that you offer?
I think within our gifts, I think we feed off of each other quite often.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think our gifts are needed with the youth in the community. We try to target youth specifically because they're easier to change a mentality. Adults tend to stick in their ways, but we also are wanting to make sure that we're capturing them at a younger age. So we're instilling those life skills and those important life lessons while they're young. So when they do get at an older age, they're understanding a little bit more about the process.
Okay. Nice. So with your financial literacy, because this is key, because honestly, it's something that's not taught in school. They do have certain programs, but not really digging deep or diving deep into financial literacy for the children. What are your plans to incorporate that?
Yeah, I'm excited about that specifically. I've been working on that curriculum. We work with professionals in our community. The last contact that we worked with was LeVay Consulting, and she came out and was able to teach our campers specifically about the value of a dollar, understanding what credit is, understanding to live within the means and not supersede something outside of what you could afford. Simple things such as check writing, helping them understand how to write a check, or a savings account is really big. Opening up your first bank account. My first bank account came really early at a young age, and we're excited for our kids to have their own savings just as well. And some other things such as simple as life insurance. Having that security is important. So understanding the all around aspect value of a dollar.
Excellent. Will it teach them about, planning for the future and maybe investing into some stocks, some bonds, and, maybe a CD and things like that as well?
Yes. We will continue to keep thriving and learning more for ourselves just as well, and continue to connect with referrals and professionals in the community to build on that aspect.
I absolutely love it. Excellent. So what problems in the community would you like to solve?
Oh no, there's a lot of them.
Quite a bit.
For one, like I said before, kids just standing in the house playing video games, like actually them getting out playing basketball or just going skateboarding, riding a bike, stuff like that. I think that's one of the big things that we need to tackle.
Yeah.
And
I think for myself, the lack of community is one that's really big. I grew up in New York, where sometimes it can be a very strong sense of independence, but being able to call on your neighbor to ask for something else, but also understanding how to put back into your community is really important. So I've learned those skills from a very young age. So I'm just excited to start implementing those life skills as well.
Definitely. So I know that kids are big on content.
Yeah.
I got to put content out. I got to get my YouTube going. And what better way to get out and be active and say, hey, maybe one can learn how to film and one can learn, while the other one playing basketball and and putting those into play.
Connecting too.
Yes, because that's what they love though. And I just saw the other day, I was watching something and the kids had the helmets on, they were skateboarding, but they had the cameras on the front, and it was like, wow.
Yeah. I remember seeing that too. And even something as simple as a TikTok video. They are excited about placing something so simple as that. So we're excited to move into that realm, as well as I get tech savvy with that.
And they know about it. And that's I guess the exercising and training can be a blend of what they know and what you guys put together.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you guys wish you had more time to do?
Travel.
Travel. Where you want to go?
Travel, most definitely. I think we enjoy traveling quite a bit. So I'm always looking at the next time that we could go visit someplace else.
Nice. So is that something in the future for the kids as well? Like to take the camp eventually?
I've definitely thought about it. I've thought of packing up a whole RV.
I don't know about that one.
You wouldn't let me move forward with it.
You're going to be busy.
Packing up the RV, but I think that is an ultimate goal to move the camp, not necessarily around the country, but to make it mobile and move from place to place as we travel and learn different things about our community and the different skills. So
That's definitely something we have to talk about. I don't know about that one.
I mean, well, eventually the camp is definitely going to grow because, so many children and what you guys are offering is so beneficial to the parents. And I think, because I know a portion of the camp is dealing with mental health, mental wellness, getting them outside, getting that, all that activity. So eventually you're probably going to grow and this thing could go nationwide. I mean,
I'd be excited about that. I'd be really excited about that. Really excited about that. So I'm excited to start it within our community in the Austin area and then ultimately see where, it really takes us.
Nice. I'm loving it. So what other desires are tugging at you guys' hearts?
The camp is something that we've been working on for quite some time. So we are excited about moving forward with the spring break camp, and then ultimately working towards summer sessions. And then as we move in the future from the LLC over to a nonprofit, if we understand that process and get to communicate that. My master's specifically is in health education. So moving into the realm of nonprofit, whether it's a certification for myself. So I think that that's a big desire of mine to move it over to nonprofit sector.
Excellent. So eventually, will that be something that's probably incorporated in the camp, teaching the kids about the business side of things?
Yes. Matter of fact, most definitely. Entrepreneurship is something that's really important. Just understanding that it's okay for you to take those risks and move forward with a lot of things. Even if you fail, you can't fail because unless you miss the lesson out of it. It's just all a learning process. So I feel like that business side of it is definitely something that we have been working on implementing with our curriculum.
Excellent. I love it. So you guys being athletes, what were some of the things that kept you motivated all while you guys were pressing forward, going through college? You guys have some pretty impressive stats. They just blew me away. I never was a runner. I did other stuff, basketball, volleyball, softball. Running, that was impressive. So what sorts of things kept you guys focused and pushing forward?
I think the level of teamwork, to be honest with you, we both competed in sports together. So maybe having each other there to be our biggest cheerleaders, but also I think the level of the life lessons that we were really learning at the same time. You can take quite a bit on and a lot of skills that's on the field, off the field. Whether it's multitasking between classes and work and practice or working under pressure or those skills are important. And sometimes you don't notice it while you're in the middle of it because you're in either survival mode or you're just kind of moving along and not noticing it. But that's why we really wanted to make sure that our campers are understanding these blessings while they're in the midst of it. So.
Nice. Excellent. So who is the biggest cheerleader? Is it LaToya Willie? Is she the biggest cheerleader?
I don't know. She don't like the, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, she's the biggest cheerleader. I don't want to hear nothing later. So yes. Yeah, awesome.
You're a wise man.
She's awesome. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Good stuff. So, what's your story? How did you guys meet? How did you come about? I know this probably giving y'all a curveball, but
right.
Just like regular people, track, at school.
Okay.
How we met. She was real playful. She liked to play a lot, But she kept playing with me. I was playing with her, and then it kind of went from there, I guess.
It did.
You know,
Okay.
And it's funny because during the track season, if anybody's understands it, you start off with a pretty large team, and then as you move further and further along to championship season, the team becomes smaller because the others are not advancing, or they're either injured or whatever the case may be. So as our team got smaller, it became a little bit more intimate because it was just a handful of us going on to the championships.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And then during the summer, we'll be at school in the summer too as well.
Yeah.
We never go back home.
Yeah.
So that's another reason too, because during the summertime, it's not really a lot of people in school.
Yeah.
So that was another one too as well.
So I'm in your business now. I'm putting Willie on the spot. I know you're a little shy. But
Very.
so what made you say this is it, LaToya? We doing this for life?
Oh man. Never put me on the spot. I don't know. I guess, when we moved into Texas, I guess, when it was just me and her, like we've been through a lot, just the two of us, and everything that we've been through, and for us to still be together, I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. Y'all are cute. Y'all are so adorable. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Well, it means a lot because, when people are entrusting you with their children, they have to see that, because the children are going to look at you too. Y'all going to be their leadership.
True. Very true.
You're their leadership, and parents are going to ask. So I'm just preparing you, Whitley.
Yes.
And it's going to be a thing where they want to know, hey, what are the children going to see? And they need to see that strong, solid foundation. So it's going to definitely be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys are doing this together, the support is amazing. It's amazing. Yes. So what type of things do you guys like to learn about?
Man, anything I can learn, I like to learn about. Like, I don't care what it is. If like it's simple as a word. If somebody say something, and I was like, and I never heard of it, I want to know, what that means.
That's good.
Like, it's anything.
For me, I'm really intrigued with different cultures, different foods. So I think that's why we enjoy traveling so much. For now, we're tackling domestic travel, but I think it's important for us to teach our kids the aspect of that work-life balance, but also traveling is and learning new things while they're in the middle of. They think it's just a vacation, but they're learning while we're traveling.
Good exposure. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. So how do you guys want to make other people feel?
Okay. Hopefully we can make them feel like, a family, like everybody's a family, like everybody, get along with each other. Everybody, you just trust, I want to build trust, but I just like a family. Just want everybody to, like a family.
I
agree.
Yeah. Nice. No, that's beautiful, because you know what, if you can feel like you're a part of somebody's family and you make somebody make you feel special, you're going to be there all the time.
Yeah.
And that's where the love and support come in.
Yeah.
And trust too as well.
The trust, definitely.
Because it takes a lot for me, to drop my kids off somewhere.
Right.
And just leave, especially be at work all day, because I'll be thinking of a million things. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, it takes a lot. So I definitely trust.
Definitely.
I agree. I think working in the field of hospitality, I've worked for Hilton for over 10 years. So for me, making someone feel welcomed, making sure they understand that their kids are going to be okay, and I'll communicate throughout the day. Even if the kids have a play date, I'll take a picture and just send to the parent to let them know that they're doing well. So I think that part of it is important. And I've learned those skills in corporate America, and I'm happy to transfer those over.
That's excellent. My daughter goes to a camp every summer for 3 days. When I say I don't sleep, and they don't do phones, like
wow.
And I'm tortured for 3 days. every summer, but I know it's something that's really good for her.
Yeah.
And it is very difficult to trust. So that means a whole lot, especially when they like, you know what? I know Willie and Latoya, they're going to take care of my baby.
Yeah.
I put them in their hands. And when they come home, they're going to be eating healthier. They're going to be telling the parents about financial literacy.
Yeah.
And so the parents
that's the goal.
Yep.
And they're going to be tired. They're going to be tired.
Good. And they're going to want to continue that.
They're going to be excited to go back. I agree. I think that they'll have a great time.
Wow. I love that. What do people compliment you guys on the most?
Being athletic, actually.
I think for me, they compliment me on just being welcoming.
Very friendly.
Very. Just continuing to make someone feel welcome, but also just trying my hardest to always do some check-ins. So I do random check-ins and making sure that whether it's something, if I think about you, I'm going to shoot you a text and say, hey, how you doing? Something as simple as that. So I get that quite often.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. The fact that you care and you implement it.
Mm-hmm.
So if money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your time?
If money wasn't an issue.
I think I travel more. I keep traveling. I want to see it all. I want to see more than that. Yeah, I think for sure we would be traveling more with our kids and continuing to invest in our craft and our camp and
spend more time with my nieces and nephews.
And continue to build a family.
Nice. So where do you want to travel to?
We travel as often as we could. We went to Vegas. We went to Los Angeles, Puerto Rico, Cabo. So the kids are well versed, and sometimes they're Hilton babies. So they talk a lot about, oh, this hotel is nice, or oh, mommy, we can't come back to this hotel. So they're pretty good on. Well versed and well traveled.
I love it. Tell them keep the standard, babies.
Keep the standard.
I told my husband he took me to. He messed me up real bad, y'all. He took me to Four Seasons in Vegas.
Oh,
that was nice.
It was nice.
That was a nice.
I mean, before I got to the counter, they were like, "Mrs. Eugene." I was like,
"That is I."
So he has messed me up for life.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Yeah, it was.
Really Austin is nice too.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Wow. So, so what's something about yourself in your life that might surprise other people to learn?
That Willie's antisocial. For me,
everybody know I'm antisocial. Like I don't know. I don't like the limelight. Like people like growing up, I was always like doing good in sports. So people will always assume that, I'm used to it and I like it, but I'm the totally opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll tense up and just be quiet. I won't say nothing. And like, if you ask me a question, my brain will freeze and I'll be like, what?
It's weird because I'm the total opposite. And I'm the mayor in the room. I can walk in and form a conversation with almost anyone easily for me. But surprisingly, I just enjoy some quiet time. I love being at home. I enjoy my personal space. I enjoy just coming home to our domain and making it our own, comfort zone.
I like being a caveman reading. That's what
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It sounds to me like for Willie, sports was kind of an art for you. That was your expression.
Yeah, that was my love and joy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my baby.
That means a lot because that's what you're gonna pour into the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Absolutely. Sure. So what are you guys' theme song and why?
You said that Nelly one.
No, I was joking. That's a good question.
Think of yours. I think a good theme song for me is Travis Green. He has a song called Made Away. It has been one of my go-to pump me up live version, studio version, it is definitely something that it's a testament of how far we've come and how, you know, how good we are, but we're always bracing for a storm and getting ready for those, and we're okay with that.
Sorry to cut you off. Good. I would say probably Al Green, some with Al Green in it, and I like Sam Cooke. A Change Gonna Come.
Nice.
Probably that one. I like that one. I used to always listen to songs like that before I warm up. People normally listen to like up tempo music, but I like listening to stuff like that. I don't know. It gave me a different type of feeling.
Excellent. So Made a Way is one of my exercise songs. Oh, yeah? So I understand, like, you would think it would be something really hype, but that's one of my
right. I think that song is a testament of just knowing your story, but also just waiting for us. In a sense, it's like we waited our turn. We waited for the moment to really kind of accomplish quite a bit. It's been a while, so we're excited about the leaf turning.
Excellent. So what are you guys most grateful for?
Life.
Yeah.
My kids. I don't know. I guess my wife. Well, not guess. I know my wife. I don't know. Just me, life. Like, I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and you know, for me to still be here and still, you know, fighting and clawing, like, I definitely appreciate, you know, life.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm
supportive of our little family. It's been us for quite some time. You know, we do have a good support system, but for us, it's whether it's a story we always tell or we laugh about together of when we had our second baby. We dropped the first baby off at the daycare, and I told the doctor we need to have this baby by 3:00. And when he went to go pick her up, we had the baby. And we all slept in the hospital room. Yeah. All four of us, newborn 2-day-old baby, but it's always been the four of us. So we're grateful for our little circle.
I love it. How old are the kids now?
London is 9 and Jordan, he is 6. He'll be 7 in April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, is that it on the kids?
Yeah.
She's smiling. She hasn't said anything.
I'll get some baby fever here and there, actually. I have a name picked out while we're on the topic. I have a name picked out. However, he said no more, so we're not.
Y'all are about to have a lot of kids at the
We have enough kids, right?
A lot of kids.
I'm okay with that because, you know, at nighttime, it'll just be us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm okay with that.
Handing them back over.
I love it. So we're going to play a game. I know y'all wasn't prepared for this game.
Yeah.
But it's not a hard game at all. I just want to know what you think of when I say a word.
Okay.
And whoever wants to, you know, y'all can jump in. Character.
Toya.
Well, you say I'm very animated, but sometimes
like she can't play nothing off. If you whisper in her ear and be like, "Girl, look at this person," and she'd be like,
"Oh, my facial expression."
Can't play it off for nothing.
Oh no.
So don't never do that to her.
Ooh, you one of the people when somebody says, "Don't look," you have to look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her
face expressions tell it all. She don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good stuff. That's good to know. Thank you, Willie. Bold.
She said bold.
Bold. Yeah. What do you think? You better go ahead. He said him.
No, I didn't.
Bold. I think. I'm trying to think of something that comes to mind when it comes to bold. Let's skip that one. I'll come back to
Okay,
that.
that's fine. Run.
Oh, wow. We're constantly in a race. I think for us, we're constantly in a
Probably
race.
her again. Like she never sits still. She's always
Thinking of the next
everywhere.
step. That's
So,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Love it. Spirit of excellence.
Spirit of excellence. I think that, you know, the thought of excellence is something that's always tough to achieve. So we're working towards always trying to be perfect. But I'm happy with learning the lessons out of each failure. And I think, you know, you can't really change the expectations unless you put the effort in there. So I think when it comes to excellence, that's hard always to achieve, but it's always something to strive for.
God.
I think he's a pretty head of household. I think he kind of keeps us close knit, grounded, making sure that we keep him as our foundation.
Easter.
I don't know. I thought of egg hugs. It's horrible.
Me too.
What?
When you said that, I literally thought about when we hid the eggs in the yard for the kids. I literally thought about that.
And we made it out to be. We made it this past Easter. It was still quarantine time.
Yeah.
But we made it out to be our own little field day, games in the yard.
Yeah,
it's always something competitive for us.
She got with the neighbors, kids, and they pretty much went on an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who is the most competitive out of the two of them?
That's hard. I think we both are.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't let anything slide. It's no mercy in this household. And a lot of times it's boys versus girls.
Yeah.
So I'll take London and he'll take Jordan, and it is no mercy.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Like, for instance, we'll be in the backyard throwing the football, and whoever make the most catches wins. So it'd be the girls versus the boys, or we playing badminton.
Oh man, the badminton game gets real serious because sometimes I'm like, okay, she's not gonna catch it. I'll push her out the way, and I'll push my 9-year-old out the way.
She forget that we playing with the kids, and she get
no mercy,
real passionate.
Like, move, kid.
Yeah, it'd be fun though.
Yeah, I guess we're more so competitive against each other, and that doesn't really help.
Oh wow!
In a good way though. It's not nothing bad.
Oh yeah, that's the nature of what you guys are doing. You're training. You know, hey, you're gonna train the kids to be that way, train their minds, but competing against themselves.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, goal setting is one of the things that we start off the camp with from the beginning. We're talking about personal goals. What do you want to obtain? Whether it's gain, increase sleep by 2 hours, or increase my savings. So goal setting is really important. So they are competing against each other. Competing against themselves. And then, of course, as we move to the physical side, they will be working with each other to push each other throughout the time.
Excellent. I was one of those who, if I didn't do my best the first time, I was determined to prove to myself that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to.
Yeah.
That's how London is.
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
a good way to do.
It is. I got it bad. It's like, I can do this and I'm going to do it. And nobody can do any different.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Can't be in nobody's vocabulary.
Exactly.
But also, I think that your effort matches the expectations. You can't expect something to be a better outcome if your effort doesn't match it or it doesn't equal it. So that has been a big deciding factor and motto for ourselves. That the effort needs to match what we're expecting to get out of this.
I love it. And I have one more word for you guys. Growth.
Wow.
What, family?
Yeah.
Hordge camp.
Growth. I think that we are just continuing to grow in our life skills, understanding a whole lot more life lessons, just growing as we continue to grow this camp.
Just learning day by day, pretty much.
I love it. And it's like you're learning together and you're very transparent about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a beautiful thing. And I think with that, that's going to breed positive, healthy people from around your environment to come in and give you all the support that you need.
I agree.
So what are 2 fun facts about each of you?
We are very competitive. So competition is
athletic.
Very, very big. Fun stuff. I like to try new foods.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm constantly thinking about things like that.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Definitely fun.
Uh-huh.
Not too bland.
Yeah. We will make we'll try to make something simple and make it out to be something fun. And of course a competition as always for was it Christmas or Thanksgiving? One of the 2 holidays. I think it's Christmas. Our tradition is to have a family talent show. And so we have this video that we only have for ourselves. A lot of times nobody is not seeing those videos, but we make sure that we have those memories for ourselves, that when Facebook is gone or social media is gone in the next 10, 20 years, that we still are holding on to those memories. So we make quite a bit.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Your kids are definitely blessed to have parents like you and to make it fun and exciting and upbeat and energetic and definitely incorporate them into everything that you do.
Yeah.
So they have examples of leadership right out the gate.
I agree.
So when you reflect, you guys, one more question before I get to that one. Because it's probably a question all the parents are going to ask. What are your plans for safety in the camp?
Yeah. We have quite a bit. We have quite a bit of protocols in place. Temperature checks, Lysol and wiping the mats and everything down. But also that a statement of if you are feeling sick or or have gotten in contact with anyone, we want to make sure that everyone is playing safe. If they're inside, we are continuing to wear masks. I did see that today Texas did release a no mask mandate, but we are still implementing the mask mandate until we do feel like it has gotten to a better point. But I think that we will continue to do that. And when they are outdoors and doing physical things, we want to make sure that they are feeling safe just as well. So they'll tackle that and continue to stay 6 feet apart.
Definitely.
Excellent. So do you guys see maybe writing a fitness book or maybe a video or
we've talked quite a bit next steps of YouTubing and short videos of things within the community. So whether it's something as simple as mental health or drug and alcohol abuse, something that simple that we will grab the community and get their voice heard to ultimately create a better awareness of someone as common as you and I can go through these things. So just being able to put a name on it, to move forward with that. So we're excited about even looking towards YouTubing.
Excellent. I absolutely love that. So, okay. So when you reflect on what's happening and, you guys gonna have the kids and everything that's going on in the world right now, what are your thoughts and what stand do you take on that?
There's so much for kids to really grasp and understand. And at the same time, we want for them to still be a kid and gain some skills throughout these camps. But I think it's important to have a conversation because they're aware of everything that's happening. They are very much aware, and I don't think we give them enough credit to just kind of downplay their
Actually,
knowledge of it.
Very knowledgeable of it.
So when the questions do arise, we make sure that we give them an answer that's not fluffed, but also something that's appropriate for their age, but making sure that we don't downplay and just dismiss their question. So something as simple, whether it's racial issues or questions about anxiety, just not making sure that we're creating a safe environment to have the conversations and being as transparent with them as possible.
I absolutely love that. So you guys, please feel free to share something that you would like to leave people with.
What do you think?
I don't know. Check out Hordge Camp.
That's right.
I think we are thriving and working really hard and putting forth the effort for this camp. We're excited about it. I think that the skills that the campers are going to learn from this curriculum, there was a lot of thought put into the curriculum. So it's every aspect of wellness and well-being. But there's also life skills to take out of it that they probably wouldn't get on a daily basis. So we're helping them understand quite a bit from such a younger age, but making sure that they're aware of what they're understanding. Because a lot of times we didn't realize the lesson that happened maybe 20 years ago, but now when we look back, we're understanding it. But we want to make sure that they're capturing that awareness from a younger age.
They're going to have fun. They're going to meet new people. They're going to learn things that they never even thought of doing, but in the most part, they're going to have fun. Because, when I was young and I have to go to camps, like I always wondered, like, who's going to be there? Is it going to be fun? That was my number 2 things. I don't care about nothing else, and if they having fun, they pretty much going to fall in line and learn everything that, we're going to teach them.
I love it. So it's definitely located in Austin, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So Austin area.
And do you guys have any volunteers there? I mean, is it going to be other people assisting you, helping you? Are you accepting volunteers?
For now, it is the 2 of us until our camp grows. Until we get to that point, and we're excited about even thinking about that next step. So for now, it is the 2 of us.
Okay, so give me the dates one more time for when this
Spring break. Spring break is our first camp. That's March 15th to the 19th of this year, and it is at the Homewood Suites, Tech Ridge. And we are facilitating out of that property for spring break. Okay,
and it's the hordgecamp.org. So if you guys know any sporting good facilities, grocery stores, people who want to donate, help, assist, because this is going to be something that's really, really grand. I'm excited for the community for this because it's a beautiful thing and it's a beautiful gift that you're giving back to the community. And you guys are operating in your gift. So that makes all the difference. It makes all the difference.
I agree.
So, yes. hordgecamp.org. So it has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yes, you are welcome. So that has been our episode of Open Vibes. Check out hordgecamp.org. Give them the support they need. Send them shout outs, follow them, go like them on Facebook, Instagram, and you guys on YouTube yet? Or they're going to be on YouTube. So look out.
We'll be posting, we'll be
continuing to use our new video. Actually, it's a visionary teaser, so we'll release that tonight, and it's going to be
on my page
about that.
Yes, it's on my page, and they're going to post it on their page. So check out their teaser as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a blessed night.
Thank you.